get into a game with some players that actually matter, like Jalen Hurts and Jonathan Taylor and Miles Sanders, huh?
Yeah, you're into starting all three of those players. Jalen Hurts has been phenomenal this year.
Agreed. And so was JT last week. The return of the King was excellent. 22 carries, 147 yards, and a touchdown for JT. It looked every bit of the first pick again, just like week one. It's like we're back, baby. And it's crazy because his yards per carry is just crazy.
Yeah, it's great to see him out there running and running strong and being healthy. Hopefully he continues on.
Agreed. He looked real healthy last week, man. That's huge news for our teams. For sure. And then the receiving situation is kind of weird for Indy, man, especially with like Matt Ryan leaving and coming back. And it just seems like Paris Campbell is just kind of always good with Matt Ryan, huh?
Yeah, it's funny. He got 9 targets again with him. I think the other two games that he played with him was Tennessee and Jacksonville.
Yep, it was. So, yeah, pretty
I
crazy.
mean, stats don't lie.
And Michael Pittman, how are we feeling about Michael Pittman? His 11 points last week wasn't too bad. 9 targets. He's got Philly this week. Not the greatest matchup, but I mean, it's hard to get away
Matt
from him
Ryan
with him.
doesn't hurt him at all. He threw it to him 16 times in his first game when Campbell had like 12 targets as well.
And the other side of the ball, we got AJ Brown coming off a 1.7 dud. Obviously, though, we're plugging in playing him, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're plugging in and playing him every single week. It was
How
just a
about
Devontae Smith week.
I was gonna say Devontae Smith should have 16 points, but he fumbled that stupid end of the game thing that didn't matter. But still, 13 points, pretty good. Wide receiver whisper coming through again for us as usual.
Yeah, I didn't know AJ Brown was going to take that big of a hit, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we take those all day. And then no Dallas Goddard because of injury. It's just rough. We're not even gonna, you know what? Don't if you're starting any tight end in this game, I'm sorry. That's all I have to say about tight ends. So we are on to the
Yeah,
Jets and the
I agree.
Patriots. Talk about that. I'm also sorry if you're starting Mac Jones or Zach Wilson, honestly. Rough road, man. Mac has not been good this year. At least Zach Wilson gives you some rushing upside. Not very much, but at least a little bit. Mac Jones gives you none of that.
Yeah, Zach Wilson is heating up a little bit too. They let him throw the ball more. They're being a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy, but he's better for fantasy than he is like in real life. When I watch him in real life, I'm just like, oof. But I mean, they're winning games and whatever.
Somehow, some way.
Ramondre Stevenson seems to have like legit taken the job over in New England, and I know it could change at any moment, but I mean, 15 carries and 7 targets, that's just auto start territory.
Yeah, like every week, the past 4 weeks too. He's
Can't get
gonna.
off it. There ain't no way at all. He's an auto start right now. How about Michael Carter? Only 12 carries without Brees against Buffalo.
He's not getting the targets I would expect him to get.
Maybe he will going forward. Brees Hall was getting him before, remember? James Robinson had 13 carries against Buffalo too. It seems like it's going to be a 50-50 split with them, man.
Yep.
That sucks because it's going to kind of hurt both of their value. And then the receiving game in this is kind of brutal. I think Garrett Wilson and Jacoby Myers are pretty good starts. Beyond that, it's kind of rough, huh?
Yeah, those are the only ones I really feel comfortable with.
Especially with Corey Davis out, though. I think Garrett Wilson is a pretty decent start this week. Not like crazy great, guaranteed lock him in, but like you could do a lot worse, especially
His
coming off 2 games with a lot of targets. So
he's got 16 targets in the past 2 weeks.
yeah,
Going for
200
16,
yards.
17 points. It's real nice. Um, what about Elijah Moore? Is he playing?
He's playing, but even without Corey Davis, it's been brutal.
Oh wow.
I don't know what's going on with him. But it's been 2 games without Corey Davis, and Garrett Wilson is feasting, and Elijah Moore is not feasting. Seems like he's in the doghouse, honestly.
Yeah, something's definitely going on over there.
I mean, Denzel Mims is playing over him. He played 75 and 83% snaps and 3 and 4 targets the past 2 weeks. Denzel Mims is the third wide receiver now, and Elijah Moore's the fourth. Possibly even fifth if Barrios is probably playing more than him too. Yeah, he is. Elijah Moore is buried right now. He's above Jeff Smith on the depth chart.
That's crazy.
He's in the coach's doghouse. Any interest in these tight ends or ready to move on?
No, I don't really have much interest in either of them.
I agree. Matt Stafford's returning this week, and we got Andy Dalton, who's usually good for another for Juwan Johnson. Whenever Dalton plays, Juwan Johnson's been good lately, at least, so that's something.
He's been
And
getting
yeah.
targets and catching touchdowns, and when you're a tight end, that's all you need to be startable, pretty much.
And also we have Higbee. He's coming off 8 targets against Arizona, and we're gonna have no Cooper Kupp going forward. So I mean, this is actually a pretty surprisingly decent tight end game, huh?
Yeah, you can start both of them. I feel much more comfortable with Higbee. I just think he's going to get a lot of volume. They've shown it before.
I don't want to start any receiver on the Rams at all. I don't want to start any running back on the Rams. This is bad. This is really bad. Is there, I mean, they're going to try to run the ball more, right?
That you can try to. I don't know if
I
it's going
don't
to work out in
know.
their favor.
I don't know, man. I think if we're talking about starting this week, there's not a player that I really want to start this week. I
No,
don't
it's
want to start Aaron
pretty much
Robinson.
been Cooper Kupp, and he's not playing, and the Rams have looked terrible. Their offenses look terrible. I just Higbee is my favorite
Yeah.
pick.
And then on the other side of the ball, Alvin Kamara is an obvious start. Chris Olave is an obvious start. How about Jarvis Landry?
He working himself back into it. Yeah,
Played
Jarvis out there
80%
being
of snaps.
Jarvis.
6 targets, 3 catches. I think he's a safe little start in the flex position if you want a nice
I
little
feel better than
floor.
him than any of the Rams receivers for
Oh
sure.
yeah, 100%. I want to like Skronek and Van Jefferson, but it's like I don't even know. I don't know what it's gonna look like. It could be crazy. Who knows? I don't even. I mean,
Stafford's
can you
been
start
struggling.
Stafford?
He's only thrown more than one touchdown 1 week of the season.
Yikes. Well,
I've
let's
been
just.
starting Kirk Cousins over Stafford for a few weeks.
I would too. 100%. I'd start Aaron Rodgers over him too, and I know you have him also. I'd literally start
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers over Stafford right now. Rodgers hasn't been bad since Watson broke out a little bit. He's been throwing touchdowns, so
hmm
they're scoring like 20-ish points a week the past few weeks. So, all
Yeah, I
right,
might actually take his week right now if I could.
if you could just take that 20 points, I bet.
Yeah.
So we got Detroit and the Giants. Next game on our list here, we got Jared Goff. We have Daniel Jones. Interesting predicament here. I think I would start Daniel Jones though. How are you feeling about him?
Guy I actually have him started in a couple spots.
2 quarterback leagues probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. And Jared Goff, you're trying to stay away from probably him.
Yeah, he's been doing better than I thought he was going to, but
You could play him as
he
your quarterback too, probably. And then
he's scoring like 30 points or just throwing duds out though.
nothing in between at all. He scored 42 against Seattle.
Hopefully Swift is looking
Yeah.
good to go.
He's practiced fully all week. Yeah, I know it's risky, but I'm starting him.
I said I was going to get away from him last week, though I was done with it. I am not done with it. He's still in my lineups.
And Saquon's an auto start. So the question is Jamal Williams. I mean, at this point, he's getting 15, 16 carries a week at minimum. Well, he only had 10 against Miami, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I'm in this predicament too where I have like a Michael Gallup, a Curtis Samuel that I'm debating on flexing. And with DeAndre Swift, can you play both of them?
I
Like
wouldn't
Jamal
really
Williams and
love it,
DeAndre
but yeah,
Swift?
you could. If it's Michael Gallup or Jamal Williams, I might start Jamal Williams. It'd be a rough one, though.
Yeah, what if it's Curtis Samuel or Jamal Williams? Probably leaning more towards the.
I
It's
don't
just a
know.
mess because
All of your receivers are on bye.
and Jamal Williams is getting volume and scoring every week. But I want to see DeAndre Swift take all of that from him.
I mean, I have no problem with Jamal Williams getting 12 carries right up the middle for 45, 50 yards. or whatever he can do with those carries. And DeAndre Swift getting all of the third down work, the passing work, and like 10 or 11 carries. That's what I want to see. Because DeAndre Swift will be a top 12 running back if that happens 100% points
Yeah,
per game.
that would be awesome.
But, we can always dream that he'll be healthy someday. So I guess I don't know, man. The receiving core for the Giants is so weird. I want to believe in Wan'Dale Robinson, but he's been injured all year. He can't stay healthy. He's got another hamstring now. He might not even play. Then there's Darius Slayton, who's doing a lot with no work really lately. I don't know. I don't think I want to start any of them. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Starting Darius Slayton is real rough.
Yes, it's almost like starting Marcus Mariota in 3 leagues.
Yeah, if you're starting Marcus Mariota, you should go ahead and start Darius Slayton as well.
Start them both. Double down. Fuck it. Like,
Just send it. No, but like it's just so hard. Like, sure he's producing, but I personally will not start Darius Slayton on my team.
and then the other side of the ball, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown and literally no one else in the receiving game. So yeah, I think we're ready to move on.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting game. There's gonna be people that pop off in this game that aren't
That we
supposed
don't
to.
expect it. Yep, Khalifa Raymond or Richie James. You know what I mean? Some
Whatever receiver from the Giants, any of them, whichever one
Darius
does good is a
Slayton.
surprise.
If Wan'Dale Robinson plays and he's somewhat healthy, I would have some faith in him, but he hasn't been healthy all year, so why would I believe that? All right, Las Vegas and Denver, another disappointing. I just keep predicting that Russ is going to do good, and I'm about to just do it again because I actual brain damage, I guess. I don't know, man.